one of those legal positions and speak in some detail about it. A great many Virginians have asked me about whether Dreamers, that is, Virginia students who have been granted deferred action or DACA status, are eligible for in-state tuition at Virginia colleges and universities. I've heard about it from young people who want to continue their education. I've heard about it from legislators and business leaders who realize it's an economic and competitive issue. And I also have an obligation to advise our colleges and universities on what the law requires. My team and I have analyzed and reviewed the relevant state and federal law, and I have concluded that under current Virginia law, in-state tuition rates can and should be extended to Virginia students lawfully residing here under the DACA program. Last night, I notified the presidents of our state colleges and universities, the Chancellor of Virginia's Community College System, and the State Council of Higher Education in Virginia of that conclusion. And key to the legal analysis is that DACA has made these students lawfully present in the United States. And this means they are eligible to prove domicile under Virginia law, which is what is required to receive in-state tuition rates. Just like any other Virginia student, they need to gain admission to an institution of higher education. They will have to prove that they have been lawfully present in Virginia for at least a year and intend to remain in Virginia indefinitely. Neither of those criteria could have been met prior to DACA, and students will have to maintain their DACA status in order to remain lawfully present and eligible. It's important to remember that these students are already Virginians in some important ways. In most cases, they have lived here for 10 or 15 years. They were raised here. They graduated from Virginia schools, and they have known no home but Virginia. They might be the valedictorian of their high school, but without this legal position, an affordable education would remain out of their reach. These students are lawfully present in the country because of their DACA status, and their stay here is indefinite. We should welcome these smart, talented, and hardworking young people into our economy and our society rather than put a stop sign at the end of the 12th grade. Nor should we be limiting their opportunities or forcing them to go to another state where they can establish residency and afford an education. It simply makes no sense to tell these Virginia students that the Commonwealth doesn't care about their ability to reach their potential. Instead of punishing them for the way their parents brought them to Virginia as children, we should extend an affordable education to these students. It's what the law requires, it makes economic sense, and it's the right thing to do. If we are to have the economic future we want, we cannot continue to place limits on talented students like Diana Torres, who is with us here today.